Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week in the market. We're going to review 0-day options. I did on SPY Friday, January 23rd. Excuse me, I clearly did not prepare well enough. It is a Friday, so it can be a bit choppy, a bit retail unfavorable. Here's Eric's chart. He's SPY day trading on YouTube. This is his 30-minute chart. Here it is. Right. Yeah, pretty tight range today. Kind of just in the middle of this wedge. We've got the moving averages here also, which it's looking like it's building liquidity in this area. You can watch his videos for the macro though, without it breaking out of the green up there or flipping these moving averages into resistance and breaking this orange. It's not great. Still moves though, still some moves. And let's see, I started off with goal here. I'm reviewing this the day after, so it's the timing on the orders is messed up. I think because it goes to Chicago time or something. I'm not sure, but after the day closes, it moves everything forward. I think 3 hours. Wait, is it still accurate? That'd be awesome. Let me see, 9:51. That sounds accurate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So tight range here. I was a little aggressive on this entry. Completed the inverse cup. I was thinking white was the Barrick's building liquidity based on this support, that resistance. Again, not much structure for me to go off of. But then when it did kind of resist it here, I thought maybe. So you can see it kind of had some other ones. Came up, completed the inverse cup there. And I got a put, I think on this one, was this it? Yeah, 9:51. On the retest of kind of VWAP, but also retesting this white line again. And my stop there, maybe had gold. Let me see. I don't know what my stop exactly was. No, because it broke gold. So I guess my stop technically could have been purple, which I think I had at that point. I'm not sure, but yeah, I stopped out. Yeah, I stopped out on this candle. So yeah, white definitely could be the stop, which looks like that's what I was doing. So got in on trying to reject white, kind of closed above it a little bit. This candle looked a little better, and then this one closed above it, so that's where I closed. Tight range, and then to the upside too, still tight range, but this of course would have been a nicer trade. I don't know if I got this one or not. I did. Nice. So I actually still had the fortitude to flip and get a call. So broke the purple here, which support down here, those wicks, as well as here. Potential for bulls building liquidity. And then I did have this green buying just from this price action right here, I think. Yeah. So this was a little tricky because I wanted to get more of these, but really my stop was going to be like this white. I could have made it this green, but I don't think my green was that accurate at that point. So yeah. Anyways, I got on that candle, kind of on that little retest. I think 9:57. Yeah, 9:57. I got one call. It was a 689 call for 88 cents. Oh, that's right up here. Moving averages were above, of course. But yeah, this one worked out nice. Again, I was trying to get more, but only if it kind of kept retesting, flipped this into support, and got closer to that white line, because that's the real stop out I wanted to have. I mean, green is fine, of course, but yeah. Anyways, so held that one up until 9:59. Quick little 2-minute trade, 88 cents to $1.06. So this was, I think that was about 20 day. I didn't really know where to close it at, honestly. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I had green, white. Yeah, this one I really didn't have a target for closing it. As you can tell, I kind of just I was like, high day. I guess that was my target. Yeah. And the fact that I kind of jumped in on a bit of a chase, like not complete chase, but yeah. So yeah, I was just kind of quick in and out on that one. I guess I was thinking, what did I say, 59? Yeah. Yeah. It was a little above fine day. Yeah, I probably closed it like somewhere in there. So yeah, because it's white. I don't think I had this white at that point. Maybe I did, but I didn't trust it. I don't know. That's why I closed it. Next trade was 1021. This was a call, 72 cents, 690. So completed this cup. I was more confident in purple as the liquidity for the bulls. So duplicated up here. What did I say? 1021. So came down, retested VWAP, and actually bounced on my white there also. But it broke this one. But yeah, then I put this one on the low of day. So both those were good. I didn't re-put this green in there. However, I think this was maybe a steeper buying that it hadn't charted. Yeah. So anyways, where am I at here? 1021. So on this candle, same deal. Both these moves didn't really give retraces. I mean, I guess technically this did, but yeah, it was very quick. This one was hard to get into also because it's just like big green candle. I'm like, all right, and then it broke it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take one. Stop kind of breaking back into this purple. So that was another 2-minute trade, 72 cents to 88 cents. Sold at 23, and this was because of, I think, this white, or maybe a moving average. No, a moving average. Here's 20. Where's 5? Below, oh, 5's down there. Yeah, I think just big velocity candle, and then also close to this. I think at that point I maybe charted this tapering white right here. Yeah, and the fact that I kind of just jumped in on this one right when it's breaking out, didn't get on retrace. So another little green trade though. And then 1030. Wow, was that? Okay, first one was red, yeah, and then the next two were green. Then 1036 call, 690 call. So this range is starting to get very tight, and I knew it. You know, not much of a retrace. We are in this taper. You know, this tapering. So there's a little structure here though. This gold I didn't chart till later. But yeah, basically broke purple again, and then just started to kind of build liquidity. It had broke purple, but it wasn't buying up in anything aggressive, which I didn't really want to be a part of. So I did hold this one a while though. Hold it all the way until I broke the white right here. I closed it right there. Or actually a penny gain. So that was a green trade also. I don't think that was a stop. I think yeah. Once it broke here and it was just starting to kind of grind, I wanted to clear stop. Not like a break even, but it's on my chart, and that's where that white came from. I'm like, well, if it's not at least buying up in this white, I don't want it. And you can see how it kind of backfired because it actually was good. It just, yeah, it's a nice little retest on gold, which I actually didn't have at that point. So, but it also is finding support again on this white. I think I had gold, but if it broke the white, I didn't want to try and hold it all the way down to purple because I figured that could be what it's trying to retest. If I didn't have gold at that point, which I don't think I did. So this ended up working out, but this was pretty grindy, and pretty tight range stuff. So I was happy to get out of that one with just a tiny profit. Next trade was at 1056. The call, 691 strike this time. Okay, so this was a failed breakout, at least according to my charting. Because if we had this tapering, and it looked like it was breaking out here and starting to buy up in a more aggressive buying. And this does happen, but this was failed, I think. Or I just wasn't charting quite right. That's why I was getting calls here. Or got them here. Got them right there on that one. On that break, and it closed above. And then I have this white for my stop, so clear defined stop on that one. But unfortunately with the slippage, it was a bad loss. 72 cents to 63 cents. Which sucks when my other trades are so small because it's such a tight range and grindy. I closed that at 58 on that candle. I don't think I did it again. Hopefully not. No, I didn't. I'll take a break after that one. And next one was at 12:44. The one. Let me see if this was the one. No, this wasn't the one. All right, 12:44. I got a put. So it was tapering. What do we have here? Broke the white. Broke this white. I put in this other tapering white. Did kind of complete this inverse cup and handle. I don't think I had charted this one yet, but this was a great one. Bet Eric had that chart already. We'll look at his at the end. 1044 and then 1047 I got puts. The two of them, or sorry, 1244 and then 1247. So I had stepped away. Could I have gotten them sooner? If I had charted this, then sure, this would have been a great entry right here. Top of this, it broken this white. It was retesting the top of this channel that it's now selling in. But yeah, I wasn't around. So it came down. Oh yeah, this one. I put in. This was kind of a crazy one actually. I wonder if I deleted something. I think I put in. Is this? I was pretty sure on this one at that point. I think I put this one in here, and that's. It was at 20 day, which is not ideal for an entry, but it looked like it was rejecting it. There was something in there. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So by this point, because once I returned, that's right. Once I returned, I put this in. So I wasn't here for this. But when I returned, I saw this developing with these resistances and these supports. And so I put it in. And so presumably it's going to keep selling this. If it breaks to the upside, it's, I could go long with defined risk of some sort. Maybe this. Of course, if it breaks to the downside, I could go short. Which is what I was doing up here, but it failed. I was trying to go to the upside. Typically, it's the other way around, right? So bulls are building liquidity with a slow grind up. Bears are building liquidity with a slow grind up. Bulls are building it with a slow grind down. But sometimes it'll be in a grind down, and then it'll trigger stops or whatever, break through the algo that was already selling into more aggressive selling, which is what happened here, and that's why actually I got puts there. So 1244 and then 1247, 38 cents and then 35 cents. Almost 20 day was right here too. I got one here after that candle fully closed. I was trying to chart. I have gold yet? I don't know. I think maybe I did. Yeah, charted in gold. And so I knew I had to give it some time to breathe a little bit, because if it is selling in this gold, we were over here, so it could easily just could have come up here, could have, it was a little far from the stop, fortunately. But yeah. Anyways, chopped around here. This was a bit scary. I'm like, should I have sold here? Because then it's coming back up here. I'm like, did I chart this wrong? This looks like a retest. Anyways, I put a limit order for another one, as long as it's not breaking that gold. So 44 and then 47. Yeah, 47 was a little earlier. It was on this one. Yeah, so that was a limit order. And then thankfully it found that as resistance, and I'm like, okay, guess we'll play with gold. I think I'd put this one in here too for a profit target right here. But let's see, where did I sell these? Sold the first one. I think after this, I was like trying to get out, at least reduce some risk on it, just because I wasn't too confident for some reason. I think, let's see. Sold the first one at 1251. Yeah, right here. Pretty nice big red candle. There's another inverse cup that's closing here. Yeah. And I maybe didn't have this. I maybe didn't have this blue line yet. Possible I didn't. Well, the next one, 12.54. So first sell was 49 cents. Second sell was 52 cents. Where's 54? Yeah, because I think I was thinking wait for it to break gold, but I'm like, well, that's kind of a mellow channel. That could be a pretty big up. So yeah, I sold the next one right here. Potentially, no, yeah, I don't think I had this yet. This blue line. I mean, there is purple. Does that mean anything from back there? No, that was from. So yeah, this was just another exit because of a green candle and looked like it was starting to slow down. And I didn't want to wait for it to break gold because this could have happened. And so thankfully I got out before we had that big green candle that broke gold. So yeah, at this point I was, at this point in the day I was up pretty good. Like a average day for this account size, I guess. Like a nice green day. Kind of that $50 range. I think. Yeah. I wish E-Trade had like a timeline. That is one thing I like about Robinhood. Like throughout the day, showing your P&L like as a graph. I don't know why they don't do that. Seems so simple. Next trade was okay. This was the one that I ended on. Oh, it was a nice trade. So these trades were all giving me a lot of confidence, which is my goal at this point, to build confidence. And I've felt more confidence than I ever have the last. Really, it's been just the new year. It's been this month. You know, it would come in waves a little bit prior. You know, more often as the years have gone on. I guess not years, but since I've been implementing this strategy. But yeah, really since this new year, it's been more often. And then specifically in the last 2 trading weeks, the 1 week I was away and I was trading, but my confidence was growing quite a bit. And then this last week, like, it's not like every week I'm going to make thousands of dollars, or every day rather, but even on a red day, my confidence is growing, which is awesome. And having some confidence in the market is like just a glimmer of hope that I'd never, hardly ever blessed with in the market. So anyways, today was, I'll tell you this, I'm precursoring to this last trade because this didn't actually affect my day, my mental state and my emotional state on the day and how I perceived it. 205, I got a call. Yep, right here. So I had charted this at that point. Of course, it's a Friday, so lack of continuation is pretty probable. And yeah, so I got it on the break of that, and looking for, of course, Hive Day would be nice. There's other probably algos this may be hit here that I don't have charted. I'm not sure, but yeah, I got one here, and it came up, and this is going to be my stop, or this white. If it hits here, I should get more, but since it's a Friday, it's late in the day, I'm already up pretty good. I'm trying to be mellow. So I didn't get more on this retest. Kind of just, I was actually doing something else on the computer. I think I was like playing a game or something actually, which is probably my problem, which I shouldn't have done. But in some sense, it's good to distract you. Like if you're in an open position and you're just waiting for it to grind up to keep you from prematurely closing it. And that's kind of what I was doing. It was a pretty small position. It was actually not too small. It's 42 cents. Yeah, because I got it pretty close to the money. I was 690. Yeah, pretty close to the money. But anyways, it came down here. I was just waiting for alerts to stop me out. And I didn't really have a great exit. I mean, of course, I had one up here, but I was like, you know, it might not make it there. It is Friday. That'd be completing a structure, which doesn't always happen. So anyways, it started rip here and I was like, nice. Got all excited. Maybe put in, is there another one here? Sorry about that. Let's see. Maybe that white. Yeah. So then it came up there, and I hadn't sold anything yet. I only had one. I missed buying another one, which was fine. I wasn't trying to put the gas on that much. Nice big green candles. Started to consolidate some. And then I was like, maybe I should just sell this thing. I don't know if it's gonna keep going. And I think I probably put this white in here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if I did or not. But once I started consolidating, started losing steam, I just decided to close it. So on this one, on 224, I was like, all right, I'm cutting it. And that was 42 cents to 56 cents, which was more than I realized. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Which put me above about average of a green day, I guess. And for Friday to be green, especially after how green this week's been, like not giving anything back, I was like, that's awesome, super cool. And then kind of start doing other stuff. I'm like, I'm probably done for the day, so probably just gonna grind. Whatever, I'll set alert for cup close. Comes down, starts to kind of chop. I kind of start looking at it again, and I guess it wasn't too much later. Yeah, because it was these big red candles. I think it hit one of my alert, and then it bounced there on that white. That's why I started looking at it. I'm like, oh, it's bouncing again. Maybe it'll break this purple and I'll jump back in on a purple break. Since that had been paying me good today for the most part. And right here I look, and because I'm looking at options to open up, I see on the chain that there's a little green triangle on the 690 strike. What? That's an open position. I quick go to my account and I see that I still have it, and I immediately market order, close it on like right here. Actually, this candle's not green, it was like red in here, which is the best thing to do. I'm fine with, if you make a mistake like that in error, you don't want to just start holding and thinking or hoping that it'll come up. I don't know if I had this white line or not, but yeah, I was not trying to hold it since it was an error. So what I did, I bought one here on the breakout. Didn't get one there, which is fine. However, I was planning to, and so I put an order, a few on the box to buy another one. Started playing a game, I think. Wasn't focused. Came up. I triggered that order, which I thought was a sell. It was a buy. I bought another one right here. Stupid error. And when I size up, I can't be making errors like this. I mean, I'm sure I will at some point, but yeah. So anyways, I gave back most of my profit from that right there. Bought one here, or bought one here, bought another one there, sold them all on this gnarly slippage red candle. Still a nice green day, actually, so I'm very grateful. And like I said, even though that happened and most of my profit got taken away, the profit in this stage of my trading career is pretty much meaningless. So yeah, not a huge deal. Confidence is still high. Need to probably not game. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, the mistakes are gonna happen like that anyways, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there's something to fix for that. I don't know. It's happened before where I've made that mistake, so maybe not ever leaving orders open for me to send. I just do it so it's faster. I have it queued up, so if it hits and I can quick send it. I don't use hotkeys or anything like that, which I thought about using. That probably would have saved that. But yeah, that's it. Here are the trades. Green day. There's all the ones we just walked through. SCV took a dump. They had a 9 million share offering, which was kind of to be expected. So anyways, 20 bucks. I think I was up like 60. If I had exited here instead of entered, yeah, it would have been a 60 something green day. So gave back most of it. But green on the day, green on the week. Very thankful. Thank you guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. See you on Monday. Peace out.